Hey folks, we're here at QL Aviation here at the Lethbridge Airport in Lethbridge, Alberta. And right behind me here is a Piper Warrior. We're going to go take a look at this aircraft, known as a general aviation aircraft. We're going to look at some of the parts and the flying surfaces, the control surfaces, and we're going to relate that a little later on to flying the RPAS. So come along with me and let's go take a look at this Warrior. Come along. Okay, so here we are at the aircraft. We're going to take a little look around. We're going to look at some of the things that makes these things tick. So we're going to first take a look at the control surfaces of the aircraft.
Here we're showing the right aileron on the right wing of the aircraft. The ailerons are responsible for rolling the aircraft either to the left or the right. The ailerons are controlled with the control wheel that's connected to the yoke in the cockpit. Moving the control wheel left will roll the aircraft left, and moving the control wheel to the right will roll the aircraft to the right. The next surface we have on the wing are the wing flaps. The wing flaps are not a control surface, but they are designed to increase the camber of the wing, therefore increasing lift and enabling a plane to fly at slower speeds safely. At the rear of the aircraft, we have the rudder. The rudder is on the vertical stabilizer, and it's responsible for creating yaw either left or right. And on the horizontal stabilizer, we have the elevator, and that's responsible for pitching the aircraft up and down.
So on the outside here in red, we have the ailerons. Now the ailerons are responsible for producing roll in the aircraft. So they're responsible for making the aircraft roll to the left or to the right. And that's how the ailerons do their function. Here on the interior surface of the wing, on the trailing edge, we have the flaps, here noted in green. And the flaps are designed to increase the camber of the wing in order to make the wing more efficient, fly slower, and to give the aircraft more lift at slower speeds. So those are the flaps. Here on the rear of the aircraft, we have the empennage. And the empennage is the overall tail section of the aircraft, which consists of a few different components. First, we have the vertical stabilizer, on which, on the back side, the trailing edge of the vertical stabilizer, we have in blue the rudder. The rudder is responsible for yawing the aircraft, for making the aircraft yaw left and right. The other portion of the empennage is the horizontal stabilizer, and the control surface attached to that along the back or the trailing edge, labeled in pink, would be the elevator. And the elevator is responsible for pitching the aircraft. So the elevator would be responsible for pitching the aircraft either up or down. So what we're going to be talking about in future lessons as we progress, we'll relay those flying attitudes that we just discussed and the various flying surfaces or control surfaces that are responsible for producing the various flight attitudes. And we will relate those to the RPAS and how we produce pitch, roll, and yaw in the RPAS. So stay tuned, we'll come back and we'll see you in our next segment.